Hey there, I'm Sam. You probably wouldn't notice me if we passed on the street. I'm just your average office worker, living a quiet life, keeping to myself. But last week, something happened that changed everything. I never thought I'd be telling this story, but here we are. Let me take you back to that day. It started like any other Monday. After my usual weekend, I arrived at the office at 9 a.m. sharp, said hello to my coworkers, and settled into my cubicle. Phone calls, meetings, emails, coffee breaks, you know the drill. Nothing out of the ordinary, the same routine day after day. But as I was heading home that evening, destiny had something unexpected in store for me. Before I tell you about what happened, I need to confess about something. Taking actions and being brave weren't things I was known for. There's a moment from my past that haunts me, a moment I've never shared with anyone before. It was my sophomore year of college. One evening in the campus parking lot, I witnessed a group of students bullying another student. Being pushed around and verbally abused, the kid was clearly terrified. And me? I did nothing. I should do something. But what if they turn on me? I saw everything. I could have called for help. I could have intervened, but fear paralyzed me. I looked away, pretended I didn't see anything, and walked away. The sound of the victim's muffled crying stayed with me for years. That moment defined me for years. I became someone who usually avoided confrontation, who always chose the safest path. I was the person who would look away, who would not get involved. That moment of cowardice stayed with me for years. I promised myself I would never again be that person who does nothing. Little did I know that promise was about to be put to the test. As I was walking to the bus stop, I heard gasps and shouts. A man had collapsed on the sidewalk, clutching his chest. People were gathering, but no one seemed to know what to do. I froze. My heart was pounding. Everything in me wanted to turn away, to let someone else handle it. But then, I heard a voice in my head. It was my grandmother's voice, reminding me of the CPR course she had insisted I take years ago. "Samantha," she'd said, "you never know when you might need to save a life." Before I knew it, I was kneeling beside the man. My hands were shaking as I checked for a pulse. Nothing. I started compressions, silently thanking my grandmother for her foresight. 1 minute passed. 2 minutes. My arms were burning. Sweat dripped down my face. The crowd around us continued to gather. I could hear sirens in the distance, but they seemed so far away. Finally, the ambulance arrived. As the paramedics took over, one of them looked at me and said, "You just saved this man's life." I couldn't believe it. Me, the person who usually fades into the background? I sat there for what felt like hours, trying to process what had just happened. My quiet, predictable world had been turned upside down. It's been a week since that day. The man I helped, he's recovering in the hospital. His family reached out to thank me. They even gave me this certificate. But you know what? The real reward isn't this piece of paper. It's the realization that we all have the potential to be heroes. Even the quietest among us. I'm still the same Sam. I still work my 9-to-5 job. But now, I walk a little taller. I smile at strangers, and I know that if the moment calls for it, I can step up and make a difference. So the next time you're faced with a challenging situation, remember, there's a hero inside you too. You just might surprise yourself. Thanks for listening to my story. If you found it inspiring, please like and subscribe. And remember, everyday heroes are all around us, including you. Stay safe and keep your eyes open for opportunities to make a difference.